Humans, or our species Homo sapiens, is a member of the animal kingdom that we always forget to remember. Of all the animals that inhabit this planet, we are connected to them through a common ancestor. But today, as humans have dominated the planet, we forgot to recognize that they are a part of this planet too, and also do not wish to recognize the long time immemorial connectivity between human and animals. From the time of hunting gathering, the early hominids that evolved slowly into humans and spread across the planet, the relationship between animals and humans have evolved and changed over time. During the ancient days of evolution, animals were a formidable enemy to our human ancestors. But over the time, as humans were able to tame fire and started the human civilization, the role and the nature of relationship between man and animal started changing drastically. From animosity, it changed into friendship, love, guardianship, and fellowship. Some of these animals we transformed into livestock for the purpose of our own sustenance in the form of food, meat, hide, milk, and whatnot. Every vital items of the human civilization comes from some animal or other in the form, and also from the plants that we must not forget. But however, so animals were transformed not only from enemies into food, into components of our agricultural growth, but also as pets or companions to give us the pleasure of enjoying the company of mute animals in the form of mammals, birds, reptiles, fishes, amphibians, or reptiles. From all the ancient civilizations that we have been able to drag our history, starting from the Babylonian to Egyptian to Indian, Chinese, Toltec, the Aztec or the Inca empires, and the empires of various African tribes, one thing is common, which is the taming of the wild. Humans not only controlled fire and learned the trick of producing fire, which made them a forerunner in the industrious use of this planet, but also make the master of all beasts and animals and make them to serve them for the purpose. In spite of all this industriousness, we must not forget that there has always been a perpetual love between human and animals. Say, for example, bees that produce honey in their hives has been a part of human society and human civilization from time immemorial. From ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics to seals found in the Indus Valley and China, it indicates that apiculture was a common business, and agriculture was a common activity of our ancient ancestors throughout the history. But as we have evolved, as our technology has evolved, we have started ignoring that delicate relationship with nature, the delicate relationship between man and animal. This has transformed our life from good to bad, and maybe from bad to worse in the not so distant future. The company of a pet transforms a human from an inhuman character to a passionate, loving individual, because love is unconditional and come from any species, does not necessarily needs to be another human. The relationship of dogs, cats, livestock, and all other wildlife that has been an integral part of human society from time immemorial has enriched us through our literature, performing arts, songs, poems, and whatnot, to make it an integral part of our human society. The Vishnoi tribes of Rajasthan in Western India worship animals. Various other Aboriginal communities across the nation are worshippers of various life forms, including trees or animals. And what it means, it signifies the ancient connection, the ancient relativity or the ancient organic synthesis of the bond of companionship between nature and animals and the human from time immemorial. These relationship has sustained us as humans and helped us evolve over million years of our geological history to reach this present day where we have started dominating the planet. But yet, we need to remember that it is also our responsibility to take care of all the co-inhabitants of this planet, and we must not forget the intricate relationship we have with all our animals, whether it's bees, butterflies, frogs, toads, lizards, snakes, various small mammals to large mammals, monkeys, primates, whatnot that comes to our mind, fishes of both marine and freshwater sources, all are component of this ecosystem, including plant and vegetation. And we need to all live in harmony with one another. So we need to refurbish the relationship that we had with our pets or our animals. Not only caring for our pets, but also extending our support for the helpless wildlife that is vulnerable outside our protective home and needs our support for their survival. Because if we fail to recognize this relationship today, we'll have nothing to say to our next generation or to provide them with a beautiful planet that is studded with all the beauties and varieties of life and the rich biodiversity, wildlife and forest that we have once enjoyed. So it is our responsibility to refurbish this relationship, not only for us, but also to answer to our future generation so that they can have also a better life that we enjoyed, rather than having a barren planet. The quality of human mind is usually enhanced by the contact with our animal neighbors and our animal co-inhabitants of this planet. The flying of the bird, the chirping of the bird in the early morning and moving from one tree to another, the colorful fishes running across the fish tanks, or a paddock full of livestock gives us all a purpose to look, to enjoy, and to thrive in our own way, which we fail to recognize on this time. It is important for us to realize that if they vanish, we vanish too with them. It is only a question and a matter of time. So it is on us that we need to realize that we have to protect our wildlife, biodiversity, forest, and have our intimate relationship with nature so that we can have a better planet and a better habitable habitat that we can share with all our co-inhabitants. I humbly encourage all to be kind to the animals, never to turn into a terminator or a torturer or abuser of helpless animals, but be a conservator, be a protector, be a sanctuarian to protect our wildlife, protect the animals, and give them back the quality of life that they also deserve. With this message, this is Saikat Kumar Basu, Kalinga Chronicle TV, Kolkata Bureau.